All right, hey there, viewers. So today's going to be a different kind of video. I finally bit the bullet and purchased one of these, and just in time for a 5-day long weekend trip. So I just wanted to see if this will be right, like perfect enough power for what I needed to do for those 5 days, which is running my diesel heater and also boiling water, because those are the two most important things, I guess, for anytime you go camping. Well, for me anyways. Other than for cooking and everything, I have my jet boiler and also some propane tanks, which I think eventually I'm gonna move away from these little propane tanks. But yeah, so I was contemplating if I should get the Ecoflow or the Jackery, but I went with the Ecoflow. But yeah, that's what today's video is all about. And let me get this out of the box. All right, so I got the solar panel out of the box, but one thing I wanted to say is by no means am I an expert on these solar generators. I just wanted to share my experience on this product. So if you want specifications, all that kind of stuff, they have it on their website, or you can find people who are actually reviewing this product that goes into in-depth details about this stuff. Someone like Hobotech, which I was also watching before I made my decision on getting one of these. But for me, this is just my experience, just using the product the way I'm going to use it for. But yeah, let's start with the solar panel. One thing I noticed is when I was watching some people reviewing it, it didn't come with the MC4 to XT60 connector. So I actually ordered one on Amazon and it's coming, but it's nice to know that it came with one of these. It was in one of these boxes. So also comes with these hooks. I guess it's to help hang the solar panel. But when I was carrying this thing's got some pretty good weight to it, so it's pretty heavy. But the carrying case is pretty nice, right? But yeah, it's definitely it's got some weight to it. It also came with I guess instruction manual in this thing. So that's this guide, quick start guide. And here inside the box for the Ecoflow, there's also the instructions manual. Don't need that. I watched enough YouTube videos about it to actually need to read the owner's manual for it. But taking it out of the box, it's pretty heavy. I think it's like 30 pounds or something. Oh, there's also a box with the accessories in there too, so I'm gonna take that out. But it came in pretty nicely packaged, styrofoam and everything. But yeah, let's get to the actual thing. But I thought it was gonna be a bit bigger, but this is the smaller version, I guess. All right, so I'm just I was chilling on my camp chair here because the firmware took a while for it to install. But once you install the app, there's a QR code in there somewhere that you scan. It brings you right to the Ecoflow app. You download it, and then once you download it, it prompts you to connect your device, right, your unit. And it searches it and it finds it pretty quickly because it took like 10 seconds to find it, and it was pretty much all set up once you put your Wi-Fi and your Wi-Fi password and everything, because it does connect through Wi-Fi and it also connects to Bluetooth on your phone. So that was quick. That was like super quick. Other than that, what comes in the box with this unit is you get the cigarette lighter, and then it goes to an XT60. Let me just show you in the back. One thing I know is that it doesn't, so you can't charge two things at the same time. It only takes one at a time. So you can't charge it through the outlet and also charge through a cigarette plug both at the same time. Only one at a time. You can also charge it through the USB-C from the front. So it's an output and also an input. So that's also a charging option. So other things that comes with it, it comes with this wall cable. It doesn't have the giant brick that a lot of things that power your devices need. It's all built into this thing, and also it comes with this thing. I'm not quite sure what this thing is called, but it's for your 12 volt for that. I had to charge it up a little because I didn't think 20% was enough to boil water, but from 20% to 52%, it didn't it didn't take very long. It was actually pretty quick. So now I got my hot water boiler. I'm gonna turn it on, and I can hear the fans ramping up. So it's not quiet, but it's also not very loud. So it's drawing 800 watts, and it says I have 21 minutes of runtime. So see if it'll boil water or it's gonna overload and kicks off. We're almost boiling. So you can see all the bubbles in there, but we are boiling over 1.5 liters of water. So that's gonna take a while. Maybe it's gonna be shorter if I just boil a liter of water in there, but yeah, if I wanted water to, for coffee for a bunch of people on a campsite, right? A couple cups of coffee for everybody. So we got 24%, and then I heard the fan on the side ramp up, so it got a lot louder. And we're still holding that 800 watts, so it's still pretty good. And we are boiling water, so this thing will boil water for me, and I'm pretty happy about that. So we got hot boiling water, as you can see, all the steam coming out. So yeah, if you're wondering if it boils water with your water boiler, it does. So there you go, and it kicked off. We got boiling water, and I got water for my coffee in the morning. Just to show you my water boiler, it is 1500 watts to run that water boiler. So yeah. Well, it's a new day, and I'm not at home at my parents' place, just visiting my parents. But my diesel heater came, and I kind of already took a look at, make sure everything's there. It's different than the one I have over there because that one's tall, and this one's more squared. So let me get it out of the box, and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I took it out of the box. This is all the stuff that it came with. I like the design of this because it's kind of short and kind of like wide. That way it's not like top heavy, because the one in that one, the fuel tank is on the top, but this one, the fuel tank is on the side. Just like initial look, things I've noticed is, I guess, the finish. You can see, like, I don't know, paint's not very good. And I went to run down all these screws that are, on this thing, and they just keep turning. They don't tighten, such as like this one. These ones there, it just keeps turning, so it doesn't tighten. So that's the initial impression. Same with these handles. I also try to tighten these because this thing was pretty loose, and these screws also keeps turning. So that's the box came out of. Yeah, and I got if you're wondering what it's just on a little step that hooks onto your tire. So that's where I put my diesel heater on, and it helps with climbing up. When you're opening up your tent. So that's what that is. But if you're interested, I'll put all these things that I got here in the link in the description to my Amazon affiliate store. But yeah, I just want to get this thing running and run it on my Ecoflow battery. Make sure it actually runs on the Ecoflow battery before I take this out and find out it doesn't. So yeah, you always want to check. Make sure you the things that you have, especially when you first got it, that it all works before you go out for 5 days and find out it doesn't, and basically screwed. So yeah, I'm gonna set this up. It's nice that this thing has, for your 12 volt, it has these little twist-ons, and then you can tighten it. So yeah, that's the other nice thing. I got this because this thing was, I guess it's on sale. I guess it's on sale for a reason. Maybe it was on clearance. That's why I got it. I can't remember. But yeah, this thing claims to be 8 kilowatts, but I doubt it's an 8 kilowatt. They're all the same 5 kilowatt diesel heaters. So yeah, I'm gonna get my battery out. I'm gonna hook this thing up, and then yeah, see if it runs on the 12 volt socket. I'm pretty sure, because I think this thing draws more than 10 amps, and the Ecoflow battery only provides 8 amps. So let's see what it does when I plug it in. So a couple of things that you want to know when you're getting one of these. Just make sure things like this, this fuel line, they don't put a little grommet there, so it might chafe through, because you can already see it's kind of scraping that line piece right there off. So I might just wrap it with some tape on the line and then feed it back in. That way it's not, like you can see, it's already kind of wearing through the line there. So just yeah, just so it doesn't start leaking or chafe through the line and then you get a fuel leak. So I'm just gonna go wrap it with some electrical tape and then feed it back in. So some other things, it came with dents. So yeah, what are you gonna do, right? I think the one I had, I thought this one's was better quality than, or betterly put together than this one. So yeah, that's what I've noticed so far. Okay, so everything's all assembled. It's actually tall enough that the exhaust doesn't touch the floor if you bend it enough. But yeah, it's just hose clamps. You can't mix up the intake or the exhaust either way because the inlet and the outlet is different sizes. But other than that, I filled it up with diesel. Right, it's got a full tank of diesel in here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, full tank of diesel in there. And I'm going to run it on high and make sure everything that's, you know, any kind of residue or smell is going to get burned off before I actually use it. So I'm going to take out my battery pack and yeah, we'll get it started. So I decided I am going to put it on this side because my tent flips open from this side. So I'm going to put it right here. Probably move it in more. So that's how my diesel heater is gonna sit. That's water, not diesel. I thought it was dripping. But yeah, I'm gonna get my battery pack and it's in here. So I got my Ecoflow, which is nice because I can just keep it on my bed here. It's got 97% charge. So what did I also bring? Oh yeah, my 12-volt socket, which is going to connect it to there. And yeah, I also purchased the longest one I can get on Amazon, and it was like, I can't remember, 18 bucks. So yeah, let me find it. It's somewhere in the car. Oh, there's that. Okay, it's on the other side. Here's the cable I got from Amazon. So make sure you get the one with 15 amps. There's a fuse in the cigarette lighter, and it's a 15 amp fuse. So make sure you get that. If you get anything lower, you might pop the fuse and it's not going to work. And it also comes with these little, you know, whatever you call it, so I can use it on the back of this. So that's great. I think it's yeah, I guess a lot of people get these, and it was like, oh yeah, you might want to bundle this with this because. I mean, yeah, if you do your research, right, that 12-volt socket on the Ecoflow does not provide enough current to run the glow plug in the diesel heater. So, did my research, and you need an AC to DC converter. So this one's rated up to 15 amps. So let me just hook this thing up, and then I'll show you that it doesn't want to run off the 12-volt cigarette lighter on the Ecoflow. I got it plugged right in. We'll turn this guy on. Right. The screen should come on. It's 15 degrees Celsius. It's more like 10. 10 outside anyways. I'm gonna power this guy up. Power button. And once that glow plug kicks on, it's flickering. I don't know if you can tell. And it shuts it off. So it won't run it on a 12-volt cigarette lighter. And that's where this AC to DC converter comes in. So plug this guy in. Okay, so we got my AC to DC converter plugged into the cigarette lighter to the back of my diesel heater. Now we're gonna turn on the AC inverter on the Ecoflow. And now we're gonna start up the diesel heater. Got to make sure that this little remote works too. While that is running, you got on, off, and then up and down. So simple. Wonder if I can just. Oh yeah, there you go. See, max setting looks like it's 6. I usually run it, you know, a little bit under medium, so maybe setting 3. Because, yeah, sometimes in the middle of the night, it gets pretty hot. Well, on that one anyways. So it's drawing almost 130 watts. Once that glow plug drops out, and then it just runs on the diesel heater, or I guess just runs on the fan and the diesel is just feeding fuel through it. Let's see how many watts it's going to drop down to. So the time on the screen says 4 hours, but I feel like it's the screen is pretty accurate. Like the amount of time that when you're charging and discharging, the screen, the amount of time it says it's going to take to use is pretty accurate. Ah, there you go. So there you go. You can hear the fuel pump priming or pumping. It'll probably have to go through a second cycle because it's got to run it through the line still. I moved the diesel heater outside, right? I still have it running on a battery. It says it's going to, 21 hours until I guess it runs out of battery. But on the watts, it's showing 0 because I think it's drawing so little that it doesn't really register. So I want to crank it up to the highest settings and see what it shows. It's so bright I can't see. It's on 6. Okay, I think it's on high. It's starting to show. It's like 15, 16, 20 watts. It's slowly ramping up. Okay, so I've been running this diesel heater all night. It's been going for like 12 hours. And I still got about 30% in my Ecoflow. So I don't got much sun right now, but it's gonna peak over on that side. So I'm gonna set up the solar panels and hopefully it's gonna charge this back up, and then I can run the diesel heater for the next night. Okay, set up the solar panel. It's behind, the sun's behind the trees. What am I getting? I think I'm getting 13 watts. That's pretty good. And the diesel heater's on low right now, so it's not showing any output. Oh yeah, getting some good light. Sun's coming up over the trees. And here's the view. Thanks. Change the angle of the solar panels towards the sun.
There's a mechanic,
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanic.
Backyard mechanic.
I'm actually an auto mechanic, but this is also Tom.
It's at 134 watts. All right, so I'm fully charged. Still sun out too. Look at that. Nice sunny day. What are we at? Well, it's at 100%. Yeah, 100%. So I'm good for the upcoming night from a diesel heater. I guess that's what happens when you fall asleep with your hair wet. But yeah, I got home around like 12 midnight. Yeah. Oh, that was a long drive. It was like about close to 800 miles, I think. 800 miles, probably more. Did some stops along the way or something, but yeah, I'm super tired. Still got to unpack out of the truck. But let me get that stuff out, maybe dust off all the sand off of everything, and then I'll give you like my final thoughts on the Ecoflow with the solar panel, and I guess the Vevor diesel heater that I got too. That thing worked pretty good, kept us nice and warm during the nights. It was super windy, there was hail, there was rain, there was thunder, man. But yeah, it was a fun trip. So yeah, let me unpack the truck and then yeah, I'll give you my final thoughts on the Ecoflow with the solar panel and the Vevor diesel heater that I've been using. Oh man, I got the back seat's full. That's all the, well, this is my stuff. I got all the Mountain Dews from Walmart on the way back. That's what probably will get me going in at work. I gotta have my soft drinks at work. Also picked up a couple drinks from the, was it Bowie Beer Company? I guess they moved their location because their old location, their roof collapsed or something, and they had to move to a different location. They had the little window on the bottom that you can see the seals underneath. So yeah, that was a cool place back then when the last time I went. But they moved places, and that's yeah, they don't have that anymore. But this is mine. That's all the misses' stuff. But yeah, gotta have my Mountain Dew for work. It's gonna keep me going during the day. But yeah, that's a lot of unpacking. All right, gotta get all the blankets out. These are the misses. She needs something to lay on because the cushion in the tent isn't soft enough, and it hurts her back. So this is all hers. Typically, I just sleep in my underwear with the diesel heater on, and I'm good. But she needs all these blankets for her back to sleep on, I guess. But yeah, if I want to keep doing this or have her come with me on these trips, you know, and camp out for like 4 days, you know, you gotta accommodate her, right? So happy wife, happy life, I guess. I guess that's what they say. But yeah, there's the solar panel and there's the Ecoflow. Oh, where do I begin? There's the diesel heater. Yeah, there's just some water in that. Spit that out. Still got some leftover tenderloins that I didn't cook. And some mushrooms and garlic. Picked up some Chick-fil-A sauce at Walmart. Yeah. This thing was full, but yeah, not much now. Vietnamese coffee was good in the morning. Here's a box with all the seasoning and stuff. That's not seasoning, that's just sand. I gotta clean that off. So my final thoughts. They ran out of Baja Blast at the Walmart I went to pick up the sodas. So that was kind of disappointing. But the Ecoflow itself, it was great during the 4 days, 3 nights. I was able to fully charge it with that solar panel. It didn't take very long to charge it, and as you can see in parts of the video, even with the sun behind the trees and it was shaded, I was still getting like 25, 30 watts, I think. And by the time it was like 2 p.m., I was fully charged already. But that's only because I had ideal weather. It was nice and sunny. Might differ for, you know, different weather conditions. So yeah, for me, in those 4 days, I was able to, you know, drain it, fully charge it, and there was still time left in the day to, you know, keep charging it if I needed to. So that was great. That diesel heater was also great too, because it's only 1 gallon. Running on setting 3, I ran it down to how much diesel was left? There was still like a quarter of diesel left as I ran it on setting 3, and that was like around 12 hours I was running it for, because, you know, the missus likes to sleep in, so, you know, she goes to sleep at like 9 and then wakes up at 9. But yeah, I bought a 5-gallon jerry can full of diesel, and I still have like half the tank left, and there's still some left in here. So I feel like this one uses more diesel than my other one, maybe because it's an 8 kilowatt, and the other one's a 5. I think all the internals are all the same, but it just maybe uses more fuel and just creates more heat. But it's the same unit. So yeah, all these things that are used on this trip, I'll try to put everything down in the description, all the affiliate links. If you're interested in them, give them a click them down below, I guess, and then have a look, such as like the AC to DC converter for your 12 volts. Yeah, I tried to stick it into the the converter I got, and then I try to unplug it and then quickly plug it into the 12 volts so it can run on the DC port, but that didn't work. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm probably gonna splice into that wire and then put two 12 volt plugs. That way I can just have them both plugged in, and I can turn off one and then turn the other one on. So once it runs the glow plug, I can switch it to the DC port. So that's I'm gonna try that and see if that works. But I gotta order another one on Amazon, because I gave the other one to my buddy because he didn't want to. We were actually building his diesel heater as we were at the campsite. So yeah. But anyways, I thank you guys all for watching, and yeah, hopefully see you next time.